how I was the first person to ever come on social media and introduce men's rights to the world? Remember how that pissed women off so bad that they made an entire campaign to take me down between 2019 to 2022? Remember when people were making false allegations about me, such as I was giving my 3-year-old methamphetamines, that I was pimping her out? Remember that male content creator that made up that allegation that he had a video on his phone of me as a minor licking peanut butter off of a dog's genitals? And remember how I called him out on that and said, really, if that's true, then you are currently in possession of child pornography and bestiality. So you need to go report that to the police and then come back and show the internet the police report. And he never did, and he never apologized, but he took down his videos. And remember how the hate train was literally so bad that it caused me to attempt to take my own life? And then remember how one of the women who was spearheading this hate train, her mother worked at the hospital that I ended up at. And then remember how she broke HIPAA and took this picture of me, which made it all over the internet, and massive content creators with over 1 million followers like Baythick and Jerome were spreading this picture around, telling people that I overdosed. Oh, and then remember when the internet turned it into a meme? Remember when the internet took this picture of me literally dying in the ICU and put it beside heroin parents overdosing with their child in the back seat, and then they said, spot the difference? And then remember how everybody was sharing this picture and it was just an absolute trend to hate on me, so much so that I was named the 2nd most banned content creator on TikTok, right behind Don Eli, who didn't even speak. He just made a face at trans people. And then remember how every single one of these big creators, such as Jerobe and Baythick, ended up actually being predators themselves. Jerobe was hanging out with minors, messaging little boys, and Baythick was letting 17-year-old girls join her OnlyFans content. Remember how I survived all that? Remember how I literally crawled through mud so that you guys could walk, so that we could have all these other content creators on social media like Emily King, The Dadvocate. We even have the Whatever podcast, Fresh and Fit. These are all my children, even though some of them I have very much disowned. I don't like them. When I was first introducing men's rights content to the internet, this is the type of treatment that I got. And you know what? I'm glad it happened to me, because even though I was weak as fuck and tried to kill myself, I'm glad that I survived, and God kept me here for a fucking reason, so that 5 years later, I can continue to trigger you feminists. But this time, I'm not doing it on my own, because look at all of the women that have come out of the woodworks, all the ones without OnlyFans, ignore the ones with OnlyFans. Look at all of the women that have come out to defend men. You remember that? I remember that. So next time you tell me that I'm only making content, men's rights content, just so that I can get picked, please remind yourself that number 1, I am engaged, and number 2, I face the most harassment I think anybody on the internet has ever faced, simply because I advocated for men. I mean, I got doxxed, my car got fucking vandalized, my house got vandalized, some meth head was giving step-by-step video instructions on how to get to my place. I had people recording my condo when I had a child at home. You remember all that? Beautiful, because I do. So next time you want to sit there and be like, Roma only makes this content because she wants dick, remember that I crawled through mud so that half of you people could run the way that you run, and I was happy to do it. But don't ever fucking discredit me like I haven't been here, like I didn't start this shit, and like I didn't make it through fucking hell to make men's rights the global trend that it is. You're welcome.